Hello friends, welcome to part 45 of Laravel 12 multi-vendor e-commerce series. So we will start working on the brands module from this part, and we will work on the migration, model, seeder and controller setup for the brands. So let's start. Let's create the brands table with migration, and so we are going to run this command. That this command will help us to make the model as well as the migration file together. Okay, so we are going to run this command for our project php artisan make model brand hyphen m. So I will go to my project, right click, show more options, open git bash here, and for creating the migration file for the brand as well as the model, I'm going to run this command php artisan make model brand hyphen m. Okay, so you can see both has been created, brand model has been created, as well as the migration file for creating the brands table has been created. Okay, so I'm going to open here the migration file, brand migration file, create brands table. Okay, so here I'm going to insert all the columns that I required to add. So here I'm going to add these columns. So we are going to create the columns for the brand, brand name, brand image, brand logo. See, these two columns are optional. Okay, brand name is mandatory. Brand discount, this is also optional. Brand description, this is also optional. Brand URL is mandatory as well. Meta title, meta description, meta keywords, these are optional as well. And this is the status for making the brand active or inactive. So every product is having some brand, and we are going to add. So I'm going to log in into the admin panel. I will show you that how the brands will associate with products. See, like we have done the products module. See here. See, first we have done the categories module, then the products module, and every product is under one category. In the same way, every product is under one brand also. Okay. So here you can see, like whenever we will add any product, you can see here the category level in which the user, in which the admin or sub-admin can able to select any of the category, but it is mandatory to select the category for the product. In the same way, we will, after the category, we will add here the select brand option. Okay, so those brands will come from the brands module, like we have added the categories. Okay, in the same way, we are going to add here the brand module in which we can able to add the brands, and those brands will come as the select box for the product in which the admin or sub-admin can select the brand for the product. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you. So for this, we have created these columns. This is the brands module that we can add in any of the e-commerce website, and it is mandatory to add the brands module because every product belongs to some brand. So we are going to run the php artisan migrate command to create the brands table. And here the brands table has been created. I'm going to check in my ecom 12 database, and here you can see the brands table has been created. Okay, fine. With all the required columns, brands table has been created. ID, name, image, logo, discount, description, URL, meta title, meta description, meta keyword, status, created and updated. Okay, so now we are going to add some dummy brands with the help of seeder. Okay, so we have done seeder in the previous versions as well. Okay, in previous modules as well. Okay, and once again we are going to run the seeder to insert some dummy brands into the brands table. So let's follow the further steps. Okay, so now we are going to, but first of all, we are going to create the brand controller as well. Okay, so this controller, brand controller, we are going to create as a resource controller that will help us to create the default functions for the complete CRUD functionality. This controller will later be used to list, create, update, and delete brands records from the admin panel. Okay, so we are going to create the resource controller for the brand, and it's we are going to create it under admin. So this command we're going to run to create the resource controller for the brand. So I'm going to check it once, brand controller. Okay, so it has been created, and you can see it has been created under admin, and you can see here all the functions, all the functions have been created. Okay, by default, all the CRUD functions have been created so that it will be easier to make us the CRUD functionality, so that we can able to create the correct functionality into these functions. Okay. So now after this, we are going to create the header file for creating the dummy brands to for inserting the dummy brands into the brands table. So we are going to run this command php artisan make header brand table header. So it has been created. So I'm going to open the brands table header, and here I'm going to include the brand model at the top, and we'll add the query to insert the dummy brands. Okay, so this brand we will create Arrow, Gap, Lee, Monte Carlo, Peter, England. Okay, so some of these brands we are going to create. Okay, so here you can see that we have added the name, but we have not added the image and logo. These are optional. Discount we have added at 0. Description also we have not added, and URL is mandatory, so that's why we have added the URL for the brand. Meta title, meta description, meta keywords we have not added because these are optional as well. And status we have added one. Okay, so like this we can we can insert the brand for all these columns. Okay, for all the columns, and after that we are going to call database seeder in brand table seeder. I'm going to call brand table seeder database seeder. Sorry, I'm going to open the database seeder, and here we are going to register this brand table seeder. See, also we can check in the category table seeder that how we have done with the category table seeder. See, this is the another way, like you can create the array. You can create the array, and after that, you can see just run in for each loop. And this is the better way. So here we can check in ChatGPT once it can able to help us to create such a code. I'm going to share this code with the ChatGPT. I'm going to add, please update below code for friends in the same way like done for categories above. Okay, so just some explanation is required, and after that it's going to do. So I'm going to run. So this is the better way. Okay, here see how simple it is, and we are going to replace our code with this one. See, in just few minutes we can able to do this one. Okay, just this thing we are required to update, and our code is ready. How simple it is. See, why to see this code is better? Just we require name and URL. All other fields are optional, so that's why we have not added. So here just name and URL we have added. Okay, rest of the fields, see status we will keep it as 1, and discount we will keep as 0. Rest of the fields are empty. Okay, and we are going to run this one, and data we have already registered. And now one final command we are going to run, that is the php artisan db seed class is brand table seeder. So this command we are going to run, and okay, so it is asking to add the carbon at the top like we have added here. Okay, so here also we're going to add here. Okay, for the date type, and now we are going to try once again. So it has been done. Now I'm going to check the brand has been created here or not. And you can see the brands have been created. Okay. Brands have been inserted in the brands table. All the mandatory fields we are able to fill. Arrow, Gap, Lee, Monte Carlo, and Peter England brands we have added for the dummy purpose. Okay. In the next part, we are going to display the brands in the memory panel along with the edit and delete and add brand feature, and also the status. Okay, status we can able to update. So all these kind of things we are going to do in the next part, so please stay tuned for that. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.